Welcome to Dreamy Tales, where soothing stories guide you into a peaceful night's sleep. Enjoy imaginative bedtime stories that take you on a journey to the land of dreams, accompanied by relaxing background sounds to help you unwind and drift off easily. Perfect for both children and adults, Dreamy Tales is your ideal companion to relax, wind down, and enjoy tranquil moments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with others. Tune in, relax, and let your mind wander into a world of calm and serenity with us. On a peaceful evening, the sky above Misty Harbor was ablaze with the hues of a setting sun. Seagulls soared overhead, and waves gently lapped against the wooden docks. In the distance, sailors prepared their ships, and children ran through the streets, playing with their homemade kites. Yet, among all this activity, there was one young boy who stood apart, his eyes fixed not on the sea but on the sky. His name was Finn, and he had always dreamed of flight. While other boys of Misty Harbor dreamed of becoming sailors, exploring the wide-open seas, Finn's heart was set on soaring through the clouds in search of unknown lands. He was an inventor at heart, constantly tinkering with gears, ropes, and sails, trying to create a ship that could sail not just across the sea, but through the sky. One day, while rummaging through the attic of his grandfather's old lighthouse, Finn stumbled upon an ancient map. Its corners were frayed, and the parchment was brittle with age, but it depicted a mysterious island surrounded by swirling winds and clouds. Above it were words that sent a thrill of excitement down Finn's spine: "The treasure of the sky, only those who dare to fly will find its riches." "This is it," Finn whispered to himself. "The adventure I've been waiting for." He worked tirelessly for weeks, gathering materials, drawing up plans, and testing different designs for his flying ship. His hands were calloused from working with wood and metal, and his clothes were smudged with grease and dust, but Finn didn't care. His determination was unwavering. Finally, after much trial and error, the magic flying ship was ready. It wasn't large, but it was sturdy, with golden sails that sparkled in the sunlight and wings on either side that flapped like those of a giant bird. At the heart of the ship was a glowing crystal that Finn had found tucked away in his grandfather's collection of oddities. He didn't know where it had come from, but it seemed to pulse with energy, and Finn believed it held the key to unlocking his dream of flight. With a deep breath, Finn climbed aboard, his heart pounding with anticipation. As he adjusted the sails and checked the gears, the crystal began to hum softly, and before he knew it, the ship lifted off the ground. Higher and higher it rose, until Misty Harbor was just a tiny speck below. Finn's dream had come true, he was flying. The wind whipped through Finn's hair as the magic flying ship sailed through the clouds. He steered the ship with skill, adjusting the wings to catch the wind just right. Below him, the ocean shimmered like a vast blue mirror, and the world felt more open and magical than ever before. But Finn knew his journey was only beginning. The map he had found showed a distant island hidden in the clouds, an island where the legendary treasure was said to be guarded by ancient magic. It wasn't just any treasure, it was the treasure of the sky, a hoard of riches and secrets that had been lost to time. As Finn followed the map, strange things began to happen. The sky around him darkened, and the winds grew fierce. Storm clouds gathered in the distance, and lightning crackled across the horizon. Suddenly, a massive gust of wind hit the ship, sending it spiraling out of control. Finn gripped the wheel tightly, trying to steer the ship back on course, but the storm was too powerful. The magic flying ship tumbled through the air, caught in the swirling winds. Just when Finn thought the ship might crash, a voice echoed through the storm. It was soft but powerful, like the sound of a distant bell ringing through the clouds. "Only those with the heart of an adventurer may reach the treasure island," the voice said. "Prove your courage, young one." Finn's eyes widened in surprise. "Who are you?" he called out, but the voice didn't respond. Summoning all his strength, Finn fought against the storm. He adjusted the sails, pulled levers, and turned the wheel with all his might. Slowly but surely, the ship began to level out, and the storm began to ease. As the skies cleared, Finn found himself in a new part of the world. The clouds around him shimmered with a golden light, and in the distance, he could see the outline of an island surrounded by a ring of sparkling clouds. It was the treasure island. The magic flying ship descended gently toward the island, landing softly on the sandy shore. Finn stepped off the ship, his heart racing with excitement. The island was unlike anything he had ever seen. The trees glistened with silver leaves, and strange, glowing flowers dotted the landscape. In the distance, towering mountains rose toward the sky, their peaks hidden in the clouds. But the most striking feature of the island was a massive stone structure in the center, shaped like a giant keyhole. Ancient symbols covered the stone, and a golden door stood at the entrance. "This must be where the treasure is hidden," Finn said, his voice barely a whisper. As he approached the door, he noticed something strange. The door had no handle or keyhole, but there were 5 small indentations shaped like different objects: a feather, a shell, a leaf, a star, and a jewel. Finn frowned in confusion. "What does this mean?" Just then, the voice from the storm echoed once again. "To unlock the treasure, you must find the 5 keys. Each key holds the power of an element: wind, water, earth, light, and magic. Only when you have gathered all 5 will the treasure reveal itself." Finn nodded, his determination growing stronger. He wasn't just after gold or jewels, he wanted to uncover the secrets of the treasure island, to learn what mysteries it held. And so, with a deep breath, he set off on a new adventure, determined to find the 5 elemental keys and unlock the island's ancient secrets. Finn's quest took him to the far corners of the island, where he faced a series of elemental trials that tested his courage, intelligence, and heart. The first trial led him to the top of a tall mountain, where the wind howled fiercely. There, Finn found the feather of the wind, but to claim it, he had to cross a treacherous bridge that swayed dangerously in the gusts. Summoning his courage, Finn stepped onto the bridge and faced his fear head-on. As he made it to the other side, the feather appeared in his hand, glowing softly. The second trial took Finn to a hidden lagoon, where the waters shimmered with an otherworldly light. He had to dive deep beneath the surface to find the shell of water, but the depths were dark and filled with mysterious creatures. With steady determination, Finn swam deeper, following the faint glow of the shell. When he finally reached it, he felt a wave of calm wash over him, and the shell nestled safely in his grasp. The third trial was in the heart of the island's enchanted forest, where the trees whispered ancient secrets. Here, Finn had to navigate a maze of roots and vines to find the leaf of earth. Using his knowledge of the forest and the natural world, he found the leaf growing at the base of a towering oak tree. As he touched it, the ground beneath him seemed to hum with life. The fourth trial was the most dazzling of all. Finn traveled to a hidden cave at the edge of the island, where crystals of every color sparkled in the darkness. To claim the Star of Light, Finn had to find the brightest crystal among the thousands that lined the cave walls. Trusting his instincts, he followed a faint flicker of light deeper into the cave until he found the star-shaped crystal glowing with radiant energy. The final trial brought Finn to a cliff that overlooked the entire island. There, in a small stone circle, rested the Jewel of Magic. But to claim it, Finn had to answer a riddle that tested his understanding of the island's magic. With the knowledge he had gained throughout his journey, Finn solved the riddle, and the jewel appeared before him, shimmering with power. As Finn cautiously stepped onto the island, his eyes were drawn to the intricate carvings etched into the rocks. They seemed to tell stories of ancient explorers, magical creatures, and hidden treasures long lost to time. The soft sound of the waves lapping against the shore and the distant call of seabirds only added to the sense of mystery that enveloped him. The island was alive with vibrant, oversized plants, and the air smelled of salt and adventure. Finn reached into his satchel, pulling out the ancient map once more. The map's faded lines and cryptic symbols guided him towards the center of the island, where the legendary treasure was said to be hidden. But as Finn ventured deeper into the island, the terrain began to change. The once vibrant greenery gave way to towering cliffs and jagged rocks, and the sky grew darker, as if sensing the magnitude of what lay ahead. Suddenly, Finn found himself standing at the mouth of a cave. Its entrance was carved into the shape of a dragon's head, its eyes gleaming with an eerie glow. His heart raced as he realized this was the final trial mentioned in the legend. Inside, the treasure awaited, but so did the unknown. Gathering all his courage, Finn took a deep breath and stepped into the cave. The air was cool and damp, and his footsteps echoed in the vast emptiness. The deeper he went, the darker it became, until he was forced to light a lantern from his pack. The flickering light illuminated strange symbols and runes carved into the cave walls, each one more intricate than the last. After what felt like hours of walking, Finn finally arrived at a massive chamber. In the center of the room, bathed in the soft glow of light filtering through cracks in the cave's ceiling, was a chest unlike any he had ever seen. It was made of shimmering gold and silver, encrusted with gems of every color, and adorned with carvings of creatures Finn had only read about in legends. This was the treasure of the sky. But as Finn approached, the ground beneath him began to shake. The walls of the chamber trembled, and a deep rumble echoed through the cave. Suddenly, the symbols on the walls began to glow with a brilliant light. Finn realized that this was another part of the trial. The treasure wouldn't reveal itself without one final test. He remembered the keys he had collected during his journey. Each key, representing a different element, wind, fire, water, and earth, was needed to unlock the chest. With steady hands, Finn inserted the keys one by one into the locks. Each time a key clicked into place, the room shook more violently, as if the island itself was testing his resolve. Finally, with the last key in place, the shaking stopped. For a moment, there was silence. Then, with a soft click, the chest opened. But inside, there wasn't gold, jewels, or even magical artifacts. Instead, there was something far more valuable, a map. But this wasn't just any map, it was a map of the skies, showing routes to distant lands and undiscovered worlds far beyond the island. Finn's eyes widened in awe. The true treasure wasn't material wealth, it was the knowledge of endless exploration. With this map, he could chart new adventures, sail to lands no one had ever seen, and uncover secrets that had been lost to time. As he rolled up the map and tucked it safely into his satchel, Finn felt a sense of fulfillment wash over him. The treasure had been found, but his journey was far from over. The sky still held countless mysteries, and Finn was ready to discover them all. Stepping out of the cave, he looked up at the golden clouds above. The magic flying ship was waiting, its sails shimmering in the light of the setting sun. With the map in hand and a heart full of excitement, Finn climbed aboard and set sail once more, this time not just in search of treasure, but in search of the unknown. The adventure had only just begun.